Persona time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Figma number 433 from Persona 5, the animation. It's Skull, also known as Ryuji, your boy, one of the best supporting characters of the game. I mean, he's always there for you. He's such a nice guy and sympathetic and whatnot. But I really love the skull mask, and overall I'm a big fan of the design. So let's have a look at it. Looking mighty fine with all the leather in his outfit, but I'll get to that. He does have some size, has long arms, has long legs, which is pretty standard for the Persona line. 15 centimeters for the Persona artwork, to be more precise. Stands at 5.8 inches tall. So overall look and detail, starting off with the anime face. Yes, this is the anime version, but I mean in the game they look pretty much the same. Got the anime eyes, very nicely done, and the hair sculpt has a lot of frizz to it, so I'm a big fan of it. It is detailed enough. It looks kind of a little bit washed over here in the back, and I'm just saying that because I just recently reviewed, yesterday reviewed Saber Alter Saber, which I was really impressed with the bun. But this looks good. And as for the outfit, I love it. I love the paint job they did on this one, and I gotta give a special shout out to it because taking him out of the packaging, I felt like, this really kind of looks like leather. So they nailed it with the paint on itself, with his entire coat, but there's a lot of differences in it. There's some metallic paint job on the buttons, and which I guess is supposed to be the zipper, also his pockets, and the metal part in the back. Also, you got some more shiny bits that are going around as his arm disconnects. Yikes. But anyway, got the shiny part over there, which is starting on the side, and the rest of it is coated in this nice black coloring, which, like I'm saying, looks like leather. Shiny on the shoes, metallic knee pads, metallic stuff on the gloves, metallic elbow pads, and the shiny belt with them bullets in there, which are also gold metallic. It just looks nice overall. And you got the red scarf, which is just standard red. The only thing that does stand out a little bit is the ball packs for the arm joints. Those are shiny and don't match the color of the elbow pads completely. But then again, if you would have made it black, would have looked weird. And that's always like a thing. You gotta find the ball joints that have a similar color. Obviously, they will not have a ball joint for every single color out there. You have a butt also for the ladies. I tried to whistle and I screwed it up. Okay, got the belt, and once again moving down the legs. And overall, it's a good package. So for the articulation, the scarf keeps falling out when I fumble around, but that is just on the pack. It's not a ball joint, so you can rotate it around, but you don't really have much more than that. And as I'm saying, if you're playing around with him, this tends to fall off. It is also fairly sturdy plastic, so be careful not to break it off, because once you break it off, it's done. You screw it up. Now, head articulation, we got a ball hinge in the neck, and then that goes into another ball joint in the head. As such, you already have some wiggle motion with that. Goes side to side and goes all the way around. Now, the problem I have with the ball hinge in there, it doesn't really cooperate that much, but I'm trying just to go it forward and getting it back. It's so stiff. I don't really get it, but he does look up. And as you can tell, he has some neck articulation. I guess it's just on a ball joint, so you can rotate that around very freely side to side. And then the shoulder pads are soft plastic. As such, it doesn't get into the way of the articulation. As this pops out again, is this an issue? Let's see. Other side, no, this one stays in. Goes up 45 degrees, a little bit over it. Have the double ball combination, ball hinge in the shoulder, ball hinge in the chest, so you can rotate it around, bring it forward and to the back. Simple ball hinge in the elbow, ball hinge in the fist, goes back, forward, all the way around. Chest articulation is actually pretty nice. Has some good motion, goes forward a lot, goes to the back quite nicely. Doesn't really leave a gap. It does also tilt side to side, but it doesn't go all the way around. This is like as far as it gets. I mean, you could probably force... there you go, actually. I guess it needs some loosening up. And yes, okay. I'm gonna mark that as an issue. Disconnecting arm. Then we got the torso area, lower torso, which, as you can tell, rotates very freely, goes back, forth. You can make him thrust. Then legs go up very nicely for some kicks. To the back, out to the side, and rotates on the ball joint. Simple. Well, actually, wow. Double hinges on the knee. That looks wonky, but it's very good articulation. You can pull this up and pull this up, and yeah, okay. They don't do that all the time on Figma, so I'm impressed. And the foot is on another ball hinge. Go side to side, forward, back, and he does have a toe hinge. Also, not standard for Figma. Now we're getting to the accessories. I'm starting off with the standards as usual. You always get a Figma base with all of your Figmas. Has the Figma logo, and if you got an older Figma, you might not have this extra pack on top of it. But this is standard for every Figma. I'm going to show that first now, and Figma back. So we get the standard stuff out of the way, so we can dive into the rest of the figure. You got 2 holding hands, 2 open hands, and posing hands and whatnot. I mean, these are depending. I think this is for the crowbar, and I'm guessing this is for the shotgun, to hold the front part of the shotgun, and with the trigger finger, looks like that to me. Obviously, then you got a shotgun, which looks nice. Has like just a black, not really metallic, and some brown on it. It is nicely molded. If the camera would focus on it, that would be nice. Not really that much to speak of. It's a shotgun, very basic, but cool looking. Then you got a crowbar, which has a dent in it, because it beats people over the head with it. Well, not really people, evil demons and whatnot. Yeah, metallic, very shiny, cool, big fan of it. Skull mask, oh yes, yes, I need a mask like this actually. Nice and metallic. There's a lot of metal on this guy, like, he's pretty metal. Then we got 2 faces. I mean, he's called Skull, seriously. Smiling face, dig this one, and the angry yelling face, diving into battle. And there's also an extra hand for the calling card. And there's the calling card, his own personal calling card. Take your heart, there's a little logo on it, and just some random stuff on the back, which, I mean, looks like a calling card. And which I never actually show, so I want to do that. You got an extra pack for the fists. You got an extra ball pack. This is also always included with the Figmas. I'm not sure about the old ones, but definitely with the new ones, you get at least 1 replacement pack if your fist pack pops off. So you got that. Yay. That's gonna do it. It's gonna bring me to the final thoughts of this figure. And once more, I feel like recently I've been lucky because I don't have a single bad thing to say about this figure, except for maybe the disconnecting arm, which is a quality control issue. Once again, if you have the same issue, let me know in the comments. But for the rest of it, yeah, this guy looks accurate. You know, I know he has the wonky long limbs, but that's Persona. That's the art style. I'm really impressed with the paint job. By the way, there's not really any issues with the paint itself. I said it looks amazing, but they didn't really have any problems with it. There's nothing that really goes over the line. Everything is nice and clean. There are some small, tiny white spots in his arm, like here and there, but those are really microscopic, so I will not complain about that. The articulation is very nice, like on all the Persona figures. I think they have like mostly the same stuff going on, but it's different from all the other Figmas. You got like double hinge knees and a toe joint and whatnot. I mean, they're doing toe joints here and there, but yeah! And he has all the accessories he needs. Seriously, you got the shotgun, you got the crowbar, you got the skull mask, you got the non-skull mask, and I mean, if you're following, I do recommend this figure because it's good, and I really can't think of anything that's really throwing me off here. So, yes, again, really recommend this guy. Excellent for Persona fans and even non-fans. If you like the design, go for it, guys. That's gonna do it. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Skull wants. If my arm could stop popping off.